Hello and welcome to this presentation for Commencement Fall 2023, which will occur on Saturday, December 16th, 2023 at the Berry Center in Cypress, Texas. This presentation is designed for students who graduated from the University of Houston downtown in summer of 2023 or current graduation candidates who have applied for graduation from the University of Houston downtown for fall 2023. If you'll pause the presentation here, if you have not completed the student survey, please take your phone out, scan the QR code, and take the student survey. Thank you for completing the survey. Here are the 5 topics that we will talk about in today's presentation. The first is pre-ceremony details, ceremony details specific to students, ceremony details specific to guests, post-ceremony details, and then any questions and answers that you may have. We ask that you click on the link below this YouTube video and fill out the form to submit questions. For pre-ceremony activities, reminder that the only pre-ceremony activity to date that's remaining prior to graduation is the graduate hooding ceremony, which will occur on December 14th, 2023. It will be held on campus in the Wellness and Success Center. The address is 1001 Naylor Street, Houston, Texas. This is for graduate students only who have completed their graduate studies in the summer of 2023 or are current graduation applicants for fall 2023. You need to reserve your seat by December 6th, 2023. For additional information regarding the graduate hooding ceremony, please visit the UHD commencement website. The arrival time for students is at 5:30 p.m. The event time will be from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. There are no tickets or reservations needed for guests and family members attending the graduate hooding ceremony. For pre-ceremony activities, first we'd like to start with the commencement regalia. Regalia may be purchased through Herff Jones online, and items should be shipped to the in-store campus bookstore in November. The bookstore hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you have any questions or concern regarding your commencement regalia, please contact the UHD campus bookstore at Houston Downtown Campus at bkstr.com or by phone at 713-221-8025. Reminder for the commencement ceremony details, the event is happening Saturday, December 16th, 2023 at the Berry Center, located at 8877 Barker Cypress Road, 77433. The 2 ceremonies are listed on the screen. Ceremony 1 begins at 10:30 a.m. and is for the College of Public Service and Maryland Davies College of Business. Ceremony 2 is at 3:30 p.m. and it is for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences and the College of Sciences and Technology. Ceremony 1 will begin promptly at 10:30 a.m. for Maryland Davies College of Business and the College of Public Service. 9 a.m., doors will open for graduating students for them to check in. 9:30 a.m., doors to the Berry Center will open for guests. At 10:15 a.m., late student check-in will begin, and students arriving and checking in at 10:15 or after will not walk in the student processional at the beginning of the ceremony. They will be allowed to walk across the stage and have their name called at the appropriate time, but will not be allowed to walk in the student processional to start the ceremony. 10:30 a.m., the ceremony begins promptly. For ceremony 2, it starts at 3:30 p.m. for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences and the College of Science and Technology. 2 p.m. doors open for graduating students and check-in begins. 2:30 doors to the Berry Center will open for guests. At 3:15, late student check-in begins, and students arriving at 3:15 or after will not be allowed to walk in the student processional to begin the ceremony. Students arriving at 3:15 or after will be allowed to walk on the ceremony stage and get their name called, but will not be allowed to walk in the student processional to start the ceremony. The ceremony will begin at 3:30 promptly. Details for student parking and guest parking are on the screen. The student entrance is highlighted by the red star and will be denoted as Student Entrance Conference Center, and the green stars denote the guest entrance. Parking is free. Students without guests can park in lots D, E, and F. Students with guests are encouraged to park in lots B, A, G, and H. Everyone attending can park in all lots except for lot C, which is reserved for faculty and staff. There is a driveway in front of lot C whereby guests and students can drop off graduating students to easily access the student entrance. Student check-in entrance. Only graduating students will be allowed to enter through the student entrance. Students will need their walk card, and no guests or children will be allowed to enter through the student entrance located in the conference center. Students should have their cap and gown in hand as they go through security. No bags, coats, umbrellas, or anything you can't take across the stage will be allowed into the student entrance. Students can pick up their walk card from the registrar's office beginning now. If you're unavailable to pick up your walk card, no need to worry. Walk cards will be on hand in the student check-in and are not needed for entry if you're unavailable to get your card prior to the ceremony. Security and metal detectors will be at the entrance, and on the screen are the prohibited items for all students, graduating students, guests, and parents. Please ensure you review these details prior to arriving to the arena. Alcohol and tobacco, vapes, and e-cigarettes are also prohibited. There will be vendors outside of the Berry Center that will be selling flower arrangements and balloons upon exit of the building for families to purchase for their graduating students. However, these items will not be available into the arena prior to the ceremony. Guest ticketing. Each graduating students will have access to up to 7 tickets. There is no open seating for guests. Guests are seated in an assigned seat and must go through security. Lap children 2 years and younger will not require a ticket. All guests must reserve tickets prior to arrival, and there are no available tickets at the door. Guest tickets are available to be reserved by the graduating student from November 1st until November 30th, 2023 at 5 p.m. Each student was emailed a unique password to access the 7 tickets. In addition, students may submit a lotto request form, which allows them a chance to win an additional 3 tickets. Winners will be notified December 5th, 2023. Remember, this is a chance, not a promise. UHD nor the Berry Center will be involved in verifying the ticket's authenticity of transfer tickets. Once a ticket is scanned at the door, it cannot be used again. Students who sell unused tickets may be in violation of the Student Code of Conduct and may be subject to referral to the Dean of Students. The ceremony will be live streamed on UHD's Facebook and commencement webpage. Please contact the Berry Center to request special accommodations for guests. For students, upon entering the conference center, students will be visiting check-in tables and will receive a walk card if they have not already picked up the walk card. We encourage students to visit the restroom before going onto the stadium floor, as there are no restrooms on the stadium floor. Go to your assigned seat in the staging room, which will be the conference room. Follow usher's directions, and final seating occurs for students at 10:15 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. Again, after these times, students will be allowed to check in, but will not be allowed to participate in the student processional at the beginning of the commencement ceremony. Late arrivals will not be seated via the front. They will be inserted on the floor through the back entrance and allowed to have their name called and walk across the stage, but not allowed for the processional to start the commencement ceremony. Here is the layout for the commencement program. Students process and guests rise. Remain standing for the faculty and platform parties as they process. Then the national anthem will begin. There'll be an introduction of guests, reading from the Board of Regents, remarks from the president, our commencement speaker, our student speaker, the introduction of candidates for graduation by college, which means the college order is the Maryland Davies College of Business first in the first ceremony, and we will call the graduate students within that college first, and then the undergraduate students within that college second, and then we will move to the next college in order. Awarding of the diplomas. First college starts to line up and marshals and ushers will assist. We ask that you pay attention to the student in front of you and ensure that you have your walk card, as the walk card will denote the name that the name caller will use to call your name when you walk across the stage. Line up when you're called, hand your card to the name caller on stage, walk across the stage and take the scroll. Remember to grab the diploma tube or scroll with your left hand and shake with your right. Formal conferring of the degrees will be conducted by the provost. The president will give a proclamation awarding of the degrees. You will move your tassels from right to left. The recessional of the platform party will begin. We will then dismiss students, and you will be shuffled out of the arena to meet your family and friends outside. Remember, the commemorative scroll received at commencement ceremony includes a congratulation letter from the university. It does not have your actual diploma, as final grades are not in to the university prior to the ceremony. Diplomas will note the major that you are graduating from once they are printed, but do not include minors or concentrations or certificates. Official transcripts will note your major, minor, and concentration and Latin honors designation. Diplomas are typically available 6 to 8 weeks after the end of the term. For any student who requires accommodations throughout the duration of the program, whether it be check-in, staging, or during the commencement ceremony, we ask that you contact the Office of Disability Services at disabilityservices@uhd.edu or by calling 713-221-8148. Special accommodations can be made for each individual graduating student so long as we are notified ahead of the ceremony. Ceremony expectations. Each ceremony is expected to last approximately 2.5 hours. Students are required to stay throughout the entire duration of the ceremony. Students will be called in alphabetical order. Graduate students' names will be called first, and then undergraduate students' name will be called second by college order. Thank you for watching the commencement preparation webinar. We are thoroughly excited to see you at the Berry Center on Saturday, December 16th, 2023. Again, if there are any remaining questions, please submit the questions on the link below, and we look forward to seeing you soon.